Hallo meine geflügelten Freunde und ein herzliches Zeidag. Wir spielen endlich Vampyr weiter und sind hier gerade nochmal in dem Hospiz, nee nicht Hospiz, in dem Krankenhaus und müssen jetzt Sean Hampton finden. Gehen wir doch gleich mal hin und Witwe Nöt steht hier
Sean
immer noch.
Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Ja, wo würde er nur hingehen? Hatten wir nicht Witwe Nöten abgeschlossen beim letzten Mal? Ich hatte gedacht, wenn wir jetzt das wieder starten, dass er endlich weg ist. Vielleicht haben wir es doch noch nicht fertig. Gucken wir erstmal, wo der jetzt ist. Auch mal ein bisschen schneller. Ach so, nee, wenn wir gleich in den Kampf kommen, haben wir keine Ausdauer mehr. Haben wir hier irgendwo noch Materialien? Oh ja, da unten. Chinin. Schimmery, Schimmery. Schimmeru.
It seems the Frewen are
Oh,
redoubling
da
their
hinten ist so ein
patrols
Typ.
in the district. I must be more careful.
Ich könnte noch einfach... Weg mit dir. Oh, ich brauche kein Blut. Aber egal. Holen wir uns einfach das Blut. Der ist ja eh... Schnell besiegt. Warum ist er so schnell besiegt? Oh, der ist aber wahrscheinlich... Oh nee, der ist auch nicht so stark. Cool. War hier nicht noch was? Nein? Okay. Habt ihr irgendwas? Auch nicht. Da ist noch jemand. Dich nehmen wir uns auch mit. Komm her. Oh, da ist noch jemand. Ups. Gib mir dein Blut. Gib mir dein Blut. Gimme. Stirb. Also, du bist immer noch am Leben. Oh. Ups. Ich sollte hier auch gucken, was ich mache. Ups. Einmal ein bisschen aufheilen. Habt ihr ein bisschen Blut für mich? Nee, ihr seid ja eh schon tot. Warum kann ich nicht auch die Toten einfach aussaugen? Also, machen doch Vampire auch. Die sind ja gerade eben erst gestorben. Also haben sie noch Blut. Egal, wir hinterfragen es einfach nicht weiter. Komm ich hier irgendwie rüber? Ja. Da muss ich nicht lang. Komm ich da hoch? Bitte. Ja. Sei Dank. Da lang. Einfach weiter geradeaus. Da ist noch jemand. Oh, da ist so ein... Na, komm mal her. Ich nehme mal mit. Los. Einmal erledigen. Den anderen auch. Wo bist du da? No, wo ist er hin? Da. Ach komm schon, mal diese Schattengestalten. Geh weg, geh weg, geh weg. Gib mir ein bisschen... Ach, komm schon, hör auf, dich so viel zu bewegen. Bist du tot? Oh. Okay. Und du hast auch nichts fallen lassen? Ernsthaft. Hier liegt nichts. Okay. Okay. Hier ist noch was. Oh, da ist was. Dr. Stricklands Liste. Aha. Okay.
Opium. is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Wo muss ich jetzt lang? Komme ich da irgendwie hoch? Wartet, wir haben noch eine Karte. Ich könnte jetzt hier durch, da lang und da lang. Also hier durch jetzt, ne? Ja, hier sind wir richtig. Dann... Oh. Was hast du? Okay. Hier lang? Ja. So. Du musst mir mal ein bisschen Blut geben. Willst du mir nochmal Blut geben? Nee, du bist schon... Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Da ist noch jemand. Come on. Ein bisschen Blut, bitte. So, wir müssen uns mal ein bisschen hier aufheilen. Sind hier noch ein paar Ratten? Nee. Jetzt bräuchte ich sie. Oh, habt ihr noch was? Ja, da ist noch was. Hier lang weiter? Oh, da ist noch was. Oh nee. Möchte ich das hier? Ich muss. Aber vielleicht hast du noch ein bisschen Blut für mich. Ja. Der ist tot. Ach, komm schon. Geht weg. Ich muss mich aufheilen. Ey, ich habe mich aufgeheilt. Oh. Ernsthaft. Ach so, hier ist eine neue Aufgabe, die habe ich gar nicht bemerkt. Seht ihr, Leute? Okay. Ach, komm schon. Ich werde nicht wieder sterben. Oh, was ist denn das jetzt? So macht das aber keinen Spaß, Leute. Muss ich hier durch? Ich weiß es nicht. Ja, hier ist doch der... Nimm Leben. Leben. Danke. Ich habe nicht genug Ausdauer. Hey, geh weg. Oh, kommt schon. Saug ihn aus. Stirb. Ein bisschen Blut, ein bisschen Leben. Hat irgendwer von euch noch Blut für mich? Ach, kommt schon. Ist das hektisch. No, 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 no. Ich habe mich doch gerade wieder aufgeheilt. So, jetzt gehen wir hier nochmal rein. Gib mir Blut. Kann ich das auch im Kampf verwenden? Das wäre gut. Wenn ich mich vielleicht einfach aufheilen könnte mit so einer Spritze im Kampf. Komm schon. Mir Blut. Komm schon. Geschafft. Oh mein Gott. Na, geht's dir gut?
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here will put your life at great risk.
Pah! I'm not afraid of these guards of Priwen, or whatever these thugs call themselves. I can still kick some respect into those youngsters.
I wasn't specifically referring to them, but are you really after these men? Why?
They took my boy! I've had no news since he joined that crazy gang. So I decided to come and find him myself, to get some answers.
I see. But as I said, your life is at risk if you stay here. And I'm not referring to the gangs either. You should leave, sir.
Well, this part of town used to be nicer, let's say. Perhaps you're right. This isn't the best way to save Andrew.
Mhm. Gut, auf Wiedersehen. So, hier ist jemand tot. Okay. Boah, Gott sei Dank sind wir das jetzt los. Gehen wir hier mal gucken. Lucky, Lucky. Da ist was. Hier war noch ein Raum. Ist hier noch irgendwas Schönes? Oh, da sind noch Schillinge. Hä? Hell. Dunkel. Hell. Dunkel. Beste Beleuchtung. Mhm. Oh, da drüben wollen wir jetzt gucken. Hier ist nichts. Hier ist auch schon alles leer. Oh, hier ist jemand. Ein blutiger Brief. Liebe Mutter.
There is a name engraved under the blood on the back of the case. Jack Gillingham. Maybe I should return this watch to his family.
Ja, außer er ist schon tot. Oh, doch, der Schrank noch. Gott sei Dank habe ich das nicht übersehen. So, jetzt werden wir uns aber weiter unserer Hauptmission widmen. Hier lang. Oh, hier ist eine Riesenmauer.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Finden wir bestimmt jemanden. So, wie komme ich jetzt... War hier nicht was? Ich würde doch sagen, der hat doch beleuchtet. Hier kommt gleich noch jemand, genau. Ist hier nicht noch jemand? Waren nur die zwei? Das würde mir vollkommen ausreichen. Ne, da ist noch einer. Wusste ich's doch. Geh mal weg. Komm schon. Nur nicht sterben. Nicht sterben. Danke. Dann sind wir hier auch endlich los. Und hier ist so viel zu holen. Das finde ich schön. So viel Loot. Aber wie? Wo muss ich jetzt hin? Wie komme ich da hin? Komme ich hier durch? Ja.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Oh, danke schön.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
Ouch.
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The wet boot boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
Ich mag den Typen nicht.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
So. Gucken wir einfach mal weiter.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches.
I'm not here for charity, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Was verkaufen Sie denn?
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us
Also
then,
ich schon.
if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
Erzähl mal ein
What can you
bisschen was
tell
über
me about this
die
part of town?
Stadt.
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Und was
You
springt dann
still
für mich
use your
dabei raus?
husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
Are you aware of what happened to him?
Yes. I'm sure he fought till the end and looked death in the eyes. The boys will mourn him. Except one of them, maybe.
Na gut.
I'm
Sag mir
looking
mal
for
was
Mr.
über
Sean
Hampton,
Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
Nö.
Behind all your crude words and your attitude, I sense romance and a soft heart, Miss Cox.
Romance? I have no time for such rubbish. I use Booth like I use everyone else.
Sie benutzt ihn doch nicht.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
Die Mission ist fehlgeschlagen. Kann ich das denn nochmal
What
machen?
happened exactly?
I don't know and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory and this is our law.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
Okay, können wir das nochmal
Booth
machen?
Digby.
You have no... What is it?
Behind.
Romance.
Nee, okay, schade. Kann ich nicht normal machen. Gut.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
Goodbye.
Foolish girl and her pretty principles. She's got no idea what she's doing.
Oh, was ist denn hier passiert?
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog.
Ob der ein
What's it look like?
Vampirjäger ist.
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night.
Muss ich mir das jetzt hier anhören von den beiden? Oh, ich gehe
Your
einfach mal
sewer
weiter.
dog is my business. He's the kind of
Nee,
prey
okay,
I
sah so
hunt
aus.
for.
Ja, ja, gut. Oder? Kann ich mit euch jetzt reden? Hallo.
Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
Ist das nicht von, vom Anfang, wo wir da hingekommen
Miss
sind?
Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean
Und die
Hampton?
hat uns auch
You
gleich
better ask Tom,
Unterkunft
sir.
gegeben,
Why
ne?
not
Also
answer me
da in
directly?
dem...
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
Ich
If you're
glaube nicht, dass sich
uncertain
jemand
about your
trauen würde,
safety
uns
here,
auszurauben.
the docks might not be the right place for you.
I've got responsibilities.
Sollen sie mal versuchen.
And it's not like I've got the money to move anywhere else anyway.
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colorful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. Least it's not happened yet.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need.
No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
So. Haben wir hier nicht? Ah, nee.
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Gar nichts von beiden.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or
Das hätte man
the
wahrscheinlich
colour
zuerst
of their
sagen
skin.
sollen, aber
If
egal.
that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
Okay, dann haben wir jetzt auch bei ihr alles
Goodbye, Miss
herausgefunden erstmal. Und gehen mal zu Tom.
With the epidemic, no one dares go
Hier.
outside.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Das ist ja nett.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then?
About the sad saint. I'll try asking Tom what's about him.
Okay, mache ich.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Aber wie
Why
genau
do you
arbeiten
drink
Sie
so
überhaupt?
Maybe
Wie
it's
können sich
because I
das
prefer
leisten?
dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Oh Gott.
Is there anything in particular
Einfach keine
that you
Zeit
like
zum
about
Arbeiten.
this
Er muss
part
einfach
of
die
town?
ganze Zeit trinken. Also
Except
das
for the cheap
kann
drinks.
doch wirklich jeder
How dare you
nachvollziehen. Das
say
ist doch
such a
total
thing?
normal.
I love this neighborhood. So friendly.
Nein, ist es
So
nicht.
joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
Los, erzähl mal.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it, and now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay.
Ja, auch.
If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is, I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
Nee, nicht
Another
schon wieder.
time, perhaps.
Äh,
there-
ich kann auch immer noch irgendwas hier. Warum sind Sie
Why
so
are you so
zynisch?
cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
Okay. Hier.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure, I wanted things to change. To really change, and to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believe that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
Okay. Ah ne, hier haben wir noch mal einen
I want
Hinweis.
to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless
Wohl.
revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
Okay, jetzt haben wir aber alles. Dann gehen wir jetzt zu
Goodbye.
Tom.
Just another lost orphan.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening,
Genau,
sir.
das ist er.
How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me, then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Danke.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
Yep.
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
Okay.
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Okay, danke schön. Dann versuchen wir es dort doch mal. Haben wir hier noch irgendwas?
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad, thanks to people like the sad saint at the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. And with the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
Kostenlos Alkohol. Sabrina.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
Na gut, ich glaube, jetzt haben wir alles.
Goodbye,
Und schauen wir
Mr.
weiter nach dem Sean.
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
So few
Oder haben wir hier noch
clients.
irgendwas? Ist hier noch irgendwo was? Hier ist noch. Oh, hier. Und den nehmen wir auch noch mit.
It's
Ich
locked.
bin ja noch nicht lang.
So few clients.
Ja, hier ist richtig, oder? Hier. Hm. Hier. Da drüben. Western Docks. Ist hier was drin? Nee. Hier.
Seems like the guard of Prewin is on Sean Hampton's trail too.
Kommt schon. Mach ihn kalt. So, aussauen. Einfach aussauen. Ja, doch, geht. Okay. Aber das bringt nichts. Ach, komm schon. Ich muss die kleinen Viecher erstmal aussauen. Achso, die kommen mal wieder. Ach, scheiße. Oh nein. So, dann wollen wir mal gleich rein hier mit dem. Schon. Ich muss den zuerst irgendwie loswerden. Komm nochmal. Ich hoffe, der ist jetzt tot. Und den auch noch saugen. Komm schon. Der ist tot. Ist hier noch jemand?
The wounds on this corpse are deep. The result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing,
Oh, wir haben es
he's become
geschafft.
a murderous beast.
Oh Gott sei Dank. Ey. Das wäre es ja jetzt geworden, wenn wir jetzt wieder gestorben wären. Okay. Wo muss ich lang? Da hoch? Komme ich da hoch? Nein. Warum komme ich da nicht hoch? Egal. Was stand da gerade? Was hätte ich machen können? Oh, da liegt was. Wir laufen einfach mal weiter hier. Wow, Riesenkiste, sind gerade mal 2 Sachen drin. Ah ne, ein bisschen Geld war auch noch drin. Gut, ich habe nichts gesagt. Noch eine Kiste. Oh, Geld. Das brauchen die bestimmt eh nicht mehr, die hier gewohnt haben. Oh, hallo. Los, erledige sie. Komm schon. Nicht sterben, nicht sterben. Du darfst sterben. Komm schon. Tot? Perfekt. Der hat nichts mehr. Okay. Wo muss ich lang? Da lang. Oh nein, wir müssen bestimmt gleich gegen ihn kämpfen. Achso, nee, wo bin ich denn hier? Hä, wo sind wir? Oh. Kann ich mit dem reden? Gut. Und Sie sind?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Ganz nett.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Also die ist ja wirklich sehr voreingenommen.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
Die sind nicht faul.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
Das
If you
schaffen
have
wir.
something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh, you want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners,
sie ist
your
so eine Art Frau, die
clothes,
gegen
your
alle
words
Männer
tell
was
me
hat.
everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
Oh no, Miss Paxton, you really don't know my kind. You have no idea who I am.
All right, okay. No need to get all worked up.
Wer regt sich denn hier auf?
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Bye bye. Bin das schon in dem Bereich. Okay, schauen wir mal.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Okay, ich will jetzt nichts
Goodbye,
weiter
Miss
fragen.
Paxton.
Ich will jetzt den Sean finden.
This scene worries me.
Der muss doch hier irgendwo rumschleichen. Oder liegen. Wer weiß. Oh, Moment, der spinnt.
It's locked.
No, er ist verschlossen. Hier rein?
I cannot
Nee.
enter.
Na, da gehen wir gleich runter. Hier hat aber noch was geleuchtet, oder? Hä, sah das nicht gerade so aus? Na, egal. Hier, sag ich doch. Oh, hier. Da ist er doch.
Why the long face, Doctor?
Is it all that worries you, Sean? My long face? Really?
This is a blessing for me to become a Skal. Immortality gives me more time and energy, if truth be known, to run a shelter. What more could I want?
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Wir
Very
sind
well.
neugierig.
You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I surrender myself to your judgment.
Okay. Dann müssen wir wohl die Kanalisation beim nächsten Mal uns anschauen. Ich vertraue dem Sean aber nicht. Der sieht schon echt so aus, als hätte er doch die Frau getötet. Na, vielleicht aber auch nicht. Man soll ja nie nach dem Äußeren beurteilen. Na gut, meine Lieben. Ich würde sagen, beim nächsten Mal machen wir weiter. Ich bedanke mich bei euch fürs Zusehen. Hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Und genau, dann sehen wir uns einfach beim nächsten Mal in der Kanalisation. Tschüss, meine Lieben. Mua.